Welcome back to Super Chocobo World, the pixelated universe designed around the completion of the collection log. Thanks to the help of tedious's generate task spreadsheets, each level is completely random and increases in difficulty as I progress forward through each stage. Previously on Super Chocobo World, I revisited the Wintertodt briefly to acquire a burnt page, then headed over to the ghost who need deodorant in order to acquire some dark mystic rope bottoms. Last but not least, I acquired my first Scorpia unique, the Odium Shard 3. Last episode may have been a dangerous one, but trust me, it's nothing compared to what's to come in this world. Enjoy the show. Starting off World 4 Episode 2 with a task to acquire the White Mystic Gloves. There are actually a bunch of creatures which drop these, but they are all pretty much irrelevant after the first couple days of doing Slayer. I'll go ahead and list the creatures off in order: small lizards, desert lizards, giant rock slugs, normal lizards, rock slugs, and last but not least, sulfur lizards. So slugs and lizards, very, very low combat stuff. Of these monsters, I really like the sulfur lizards because they're honestly pretty freaking cute, and therefore they must die. These guys were one of the Slayer monsters that were added with the Mount Carolum update, which is when Konar came out, and they really didn't get the spotlight they deserved thanks to the worms, drakes, and hydras that were also released. They don't really have an amazing drop table because they are a very low level Slayer monster, however they do drop a notable amount of medium clues, and I would not be surprised if this ever became a method that's an alternative to the eclectic implings. I probably just got really lucky here, but they are pretty easy to kill, and so I can see this being a decent method, maybe better than the Phalli guards, but obviously nothing is ever going to beat those implings anytime soon. That should balance out. Oh! I lied! We're done! That's it! We're done! The lizards are done! Let's get out of here. That was an easy one. I knew this wouldn't take long. What? Oh! What? That was unexpected! To give you guys an idea, this is a 1 in 116,000 drop without a Ring of Wealth from these little guys, so definitely the single most rarest item I've had on this account. Just crazy, that's like the same rarity as getting Third Age almost, so wow. Just ridiculous. Number 1. Number 2. About as expected. Ooh, wait. Those could be new. Those could be new. That's not new. We have to go check. And yeah, it was a unique. I completed the green D'hide trim set, which isn't an amazing accomplishment, but it's something to store in my house, and it saves me a bank space, so always a great thing. One of the staple pieces of content this series has had early on are a lot of minigame rewards that are relatively quick to obtain individually. However, as a whole, they do take a lot of time. It has been a couple weeks since a Barbasol section, and be honest, I know you were starting to miss them. This week I need to obtain a fighter hat, which is one of the few useful items from this minigame. It actually gives a tiny bit of stab and slash bonuses, and back in pre-OC, I remember the eternal debate of using this for the extra accuracy on the corporeal beast, versus the Nistat helmet for the extra prayer and max hit. Nowadays, with all of the ways Corporal Beast is killed, especially with lowering its defense to special attacks, I would say it's probably pretty useless. To get the fighter hat, you only need a total of 275 points in each roll. Therefore, since I've had a bunch of leftover points from other high gambles, I only need 6 healer and 213 collector points. To make this a little bit more interesting, I wanted to get the best possible Barbasol team to go for some personal best speedrun times. I have this friend named Scorchbeast who is absolutely insane at the healer role in Barbasol, and he has a lot of really good friends as well. So he put together a team, and my goal was to get a time under 13 minutes for an entire queen round. This is one of the few times I can actually showcase some of the hard to pull off tricks. The leader of our group is doing something called egg duping, which is a bunch of interface stalls in order to make it so everybody else on the cannon can fire off red eggs without it actually ticking down the number of them left in the hopper. If you look at my inventory as the collector, you'll notice I'm spam clicking on the hopper, and it's not actually reloading it at all. And everybody else is still firing those red eggs at the healers. This is a very hard thing to do, and most people are never able to do it. I actually have never seen anyone successfully do it until this run, so it's pretty freaking cool for my standards, let me tell you. Alright, let's do it. Nice. These guys are gods. That's the fastest time I've ever done. I am so slow. Mom Sketty! No! Oh, I suck. Oh, I hope we did it. Okay, I was gonna say, okay, these guys don't fail. I don't know why, I was scared. They... We beat it! What the? A huge thank you again to Scorch Beast, Nice Example, Berkey, and Cask. These guys freaking own it, Barbasol. If you ever see any of them in World 6, make sure you get on their team because you will not regret it. And that marks the end of obtaining the fighter hat. I knew it wouldn't take me very long, especially since I had all of the other points, but I really want to improve at this minigame and learn all of the different roles at the most efficient levels, because doing this in like speed runs is way more fun. Well, this is my first Abyssal Sire task. I've actually killed this boss only 6 total times on my main account, and I got the pet and never killed it again, so you can imagine I'm not too excited to do this. I need to learn it on my main before doing it. I have some live reaction of me actually rolling the task, and you can tell how excited I am about this. I actually don't know how to kill it. Oh no! So I mentioned a moment ago that I've only killed this boss a total of 6 times, and therefore it's probably best for me to practice this on my main account before doing it on Mini Chocobo. To kill the Abyssal Sire, you actually need an Abyssal Demon Slayer task, so I'll have to go and get one of those really quickly. Thankfully, due to my Loot from Wilderness Slayer videos, I still have a lot of Slayer points on my main, but thank goodness I actually had that many, because I went through pretty much over 1,000 points just trying to get an Abyssal Demon task, which for such a high-weighted task is pretty freaking unlucky, but it does happen, and I am okay with that, at least for now, until I actually run out of Slayer points entirely. And then I will complain about it more. Come on! Alright, we're analyzing. Is there Abyssal Demons on here? I see demons. I see demons. I don't see Abyssal Demons. We're good. We got it! Yes. We did it! And I know I mentioned it a moment ago, but I just wanted to go ahead and show my 6kc orphan pet. It's just hilarious how I got this. By far the luckiest pet I've ever had. Not my favorite by any means, but I know it kind of upsets people who actually are looking for it. Sorry to you guys. You know, it's just kind of RNG, but yeah, did get the Sire pet at 6 kill count on my main. I did stream all of this Abyssal Sire grind on twitch.tv/Chocobo, so make sure you drop me a follow. The link will be in the description. Also, if you could follow my Twitter as well as Kate's Twitter for more sneak peeks. There are a lot of cool things coming, especially in next week's episode for sure. You guys are not going to want to miss that. And okay, back to the video now. At first, I was kind of allowing people in Twitch chat to tell me what to do, and a lot of people really suggested the Crystal Bow because Rice Cup had come out with a video saying about how good the Crystal Bow was. Unfortunately, my Ironman does not have the crystal armor, so I figured it probably wouldn't be as good without it, and I was actually right. I really preferred the blowpipe, but I can understand as an Ironman why you'd want to use a crystal bow because you don't want to waste darts and scales. However, for me, I would definitely recommend always going with blowpipe. It just seems so much better. A quick overview of the fight itself. You need shadow spells to blind the big dude, and then he'll blind all of the tentacles as well, so you can kill all of the vents. Once you kill the 4 vents, the boss comes out. You have to whack him down until he gets to a certain health percentage. Then what he'll do is he'll go into his final phase where he spawns a bunch of minions. You have to make sure that you pray range during this phase because otherwise you can die really easily. Phase 3 is the phase you really need to worry about. It's where he'll spawn a ton of these poison attacks as well as he has a big teleport attack which will hit you for 60 damage if you are not doing the mechanic properly. So this is where I'm most scared to die, and it's where you need the most DPS because he'll constantly be spawning minions. I've been hit for a total of like 70 damage here. This is definitely one of those bosses where if you don't know the mechanics or the fight, you will die very easily. And this was the very first kill I did on stream, as well as the very first kill I did for this task. And I got a little bit of a surprise. I killed it. No! No! Oh! So yeah, my first kill back in Sire, I got another unsired. Unfortunately, this does not count towards doing it on mini Chocobos, so don't worry, it's just a little bit amusing to me that I actually got this. Oh, by the way, I should mention that this boss does not drop any direct items, it drops an unsired which you have to use on the font of consumption, which will then give you your unique table loot rolls. On the screen here will be all of the different chances to get things from an unsired, but the main thing to note is the unsired is a 1 in 100 drop, and then you have to break down all the different statistics for that. But yeah, just remember that the Abyssal Head, Pet, and Abyssal Whip are the most rare items you can receive from an unsired. Very glad to have gotten this on my main now. Nah, I'm not doing that. You think I'm irrational? Abyssal Whip from an unsired is pretty tilting, and honestly, I'm a little bit upset with that, but it's on my main anyways, so how can I complain? I got 2 unsired in a single-digit kill count, which is pretty nuts, and I got the most rare thing from an unsired, which is the pet. So, you know, can I really complain? No! What? Oh! What? 3 of them. An 8 kill count. Man, why can't this be my Iron Man? Wait, I made bank! I just made 10 mil! Wait, I actually just... That's a lot of money. And unfortunately, it is official now at the Abyssal Sire. I am dry at 9 kill count. I can't believe I only had 3 unsired and 8. That's really unlucky. You know, you should expect to see at least 7. But, you know, that's just my Chocobo standard of luck, I guess. And I hate how I have to clarify this, but let me just tell you, I was sarcastic there. I know how insanely lucky that is. It's just pretty amusing and a little bit annoying that I got that lucky on my main. I wish it would have been my Ironman. Imagine if I finished the Bludgeon in 8 kill count. Oh, that would be the dream. And like I said before, I did learn some things about Sire. I did not realize that he could spawn poison pools in phase 1, and thankfully it happened to me on this account because I would have never known that, and that could have been very dangerous for my Iron Man later on. So I managed to get to 16 kill count, and I felt pretty damn confident that I knew what I was doing. Of course, I wasn't going to play perfectly, but, you know, there is a certain point where I realized that every time I kill this on my main account, it's taking away time from my Iron Man, which could potentially be the unsired versus not getting the drop at all. Of course, as you've already seen. So I decided to sell off the loot and made a total of around 11 mil, which is pretty freaking awesome. And that's at least a month of membership. So, wow, I can't believe bonds are almost 6 mil now, by the way. That's ridiculous. But anyways, let's do this on the Iron Man. First, we have to get a task. We got it! Oh, what a good start. I shouldn't need a stamina, but I'm going to bring one just because, like I said, I don't mind doing extra trips. Like, I will bank as much as I need to bank. I have no shame in admitting that I'm going to angler every single kill. Also, another big bonus of doing this is I actually got a new music track. Of course, I never actually had to kill the boss, but I still haven't gone for my music cape. I don't have a mimic yet, so there's no real reason to, but still pretty cool to unlock something I wasn't expecting. I'll be honest, I was so nervous about this, I actually forgot to bring a prayer pot, which did bite me in the butt later on, so I did tele from this first kill because I forgot that prayer pot. Oopsie whoopsie. Kill number 1, and yes, I was praying the wrong thing for this phase. Like I said, this was a very jittery kill for me, was not comfortable doing this boss yet at all, but it needed to get done. Some words of encouragement, if you are leaning towards doing this boss, it isn't really that bad. It feels a little bit overwhelming at first, but it's something that I think anybody can do, and I recommend trying it if you haven't yet. Another big notable drop from Sire are the Earth Orbs. This just saves me so much time actually having to charge orbs. I don't really like doing the Air Orbs because they're in the wilderness, and it seems kind of unnecessary to have to go there, even if I do lose a little bit of crafting XP. But the Earth Orbs are definitely a gem within this boss, and I'm really glad to get these. The other, I guess, notable drop would be the coal. You get a lot of coal, but coal's pretty easy to get nowadays with all of the shops. Oh, they drop cannonballs? I like Sire now. And it drops cannonballs, which is just the best drop ever. On the screen now is an example of those poison pools I was talking about earlier. Now, the ones in Phase 2 are not nearly as nasty as Phase 3, but you can see how much damage these do in rapid succession. And without an anti-poison, they hit for like 25, so pretty much you will die instantly. This is one of the reasons this boss, if you disconnect, you're pretty much going to die no matter what. It's really lame. Yo, that lag was so bad. That was world lag, by the way. I don't know if it's just me, but I've noticed a lot more world lag lately, and it's very noticeable with things such as Sire, so it's very frustrating especially, but yeah, it's pretty lame. I definitely noticed it here, and I also have a big case of lag that I posted on my Twitter. It's not actually lag, I fully disconnected. It is definitely the closest encounter I've had with death on this account, and it was very frustrating to say the least. Also, 50 kills in, and still no sign of an Insired on Mini Chocobo. Nice, we got him. Ooh, are these worth something? 180k drop. That's actually not bad for a basic kill of a Slayer monster. Not bad at all. Read the chat box. Oopsie whoopsie. Wait. Whoa. Oh no. I don't think we can kill it. And my thought was right. The arc light compared to the dark light is significantly different in terms of power, so had to tell you out on this one, unfortunately. And there's another 10,000 charges in the arc light. Thankfully, I have a lot of these because I'm already 99 Slayer and did a lot of totems back in the day. Our DPS feels low. Not hitting at all. Did my specs... Yo, what the... What type of lag is that, man? And on kill number 80, I got a pleasant surprise of getting 2 magic seeds. I did not realize that I would have any drops triggering the valuable drop notification. So, you know, I'm okay with this. It's worth a lot of money. I think my favorite drop from the Abyssal Sire is the fact that it could drop you literally nothing. And this is on the rare drop table, and Sire has a very unique thing where it will actually drop 2 of the same drop on the rare drop table, but when it drops nothing, it just drops 2 times 0, which is still 0. Kill number 100. Very interesting kill. Never had to struggle that much in Telly 3 times. Cool. We got him! I knew it! Mutts! It's always Mutts! Please watch my stream more! I knew it was gonna happen! I knew it! So yeah, Mutts hosted my stream, and the last time he hosted my stream, I got a Tanzanite mutagen, so... Yeah, I got an Unsired right after he hosted me again, so he has to host me more from now on. Alright, fellas. This does not mean we did it. This is not done. Before I go, I need this for YouTube anyway, so. This does not mean we win. I need to get one of these items. This does not count. I need to get one of these 5, so. Luckily, the bludgeon pieces are very common. But I have had 3 Unsired on my main, and I've never gotten one, so... Please! Please. I'm gonna close my... Okay, I'm actually not looking at my account. I'm turning off the monitor, and I'm just gonna read the chat. Am I happy or sad? I can't see. OMG, Pog. Hey! Look at that! We did it. Bludgeon piece number 1. Hell yeah. Thank you much for the blessing. Oh, hold your horses there, buddy. I know most of you click off this video right as you see this section, but make sure you join my Discord. There is a hidden Super Chocobo World episode never to be aired on this channel. The link will be in the description. Make sure you join it, and it will be a pinned message in there or something. It was made 100% by Kate. It's really funny, and I really enjoy it, so I think you guys will too. Also, a huge thank you to all of my patrons. You guys are awesome, and without you, this definitely would not be possible. Also, a huge thank you to everybody watching the video, and last but not least, a massive thank you to Kate, because without her, this literally would not be possible. She makes all of the art and everything, and it's freaking amazing, and you guys should make sure you follow her stuff in the description. Also, follow my Twitter and my Twitch channel. I stream Monday through Friday, and I try and do that every day for at least a couple of hours. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week with the most dangerous, most eventful, and most likely the longest video ever to be released on this channel, at least for the foreseeable future. Bye.